Hello students, now we will continue Biology Chapter 5 Human Endocrine System. Let us study pancreas. Pancreas is a gland located in the abdomen near the small intestine. It secretes both hormones and enzymes. So do remember, it has dual function. That is, it has both endocrine as well as exocrine function. Its exocrine function is to help in digestion by the pancreatic enzymes or the digestive juices. Its endocrine function is to regulate blood sugar level by the hormones. The cells of pancreas that secrete hormones are collectively known as islets of Langerhans. They secrete the hormone insulin and glucagon. Both insulin and glucagon regulate the blood sugar level. Insulin helps to lower or decrease the level of glucose in our blood by enabling the liver to convert excess glucose into glycogen. The liver then stores this glycogen. If pancreas does not produce sufficient amount of insulin, a person then suffers from a condition called as diabetes mellitus. Now on the other hand, glucagon increases the level of glucose in the blood by converting the stored glycogen in the liver into glucose. Rest you will study in higher grades. Now let us study about female reproductive glands, that is the ovaries. Ovaries are a pair of organs present in each side in the lower abdominal region of females. They secrete female sex hormones such as estrogen and progesterone. These hormones control reproductive growth and development. Now, testes or the male reproductive glands. Males also have a pair of organs called testes, one each present in scrotum. They release the male sex hormone called testosterone that controls reproductive behavior, growth and development. Here is the summary of the information about the glands with their location, secretion and function. Now let us study adolescence and accompanying changes. When a baby is born, it goes through various stages of growth in life to become an adult. Thus, growth can be defined as the increase in the size and attainment of maturity in an organism. Infancy, childhood, adolescence and adulthood are the four main phases of growth and development in our life. Adolescence is the period between 11 to 18 years of age. During this phase, girls and boys undergo several physical and psychological changes. The development of primary and secondary sex organs also takes place in this age, and this is known as puberty. Thus, during puberty in females, ovaries, which are the female reproductive organs, they produce the gametes, ova, and the hormones estrogen and progesterone. In the same way, in males, the male reproductive organ, that is testis, produces the gametes, sperms and the hormones called as testosterone. Thus, puberty is the time when the reproductive organs start producing gametes and hormones. Now, let us study about the change that takes place in the bodies of girls and boys on the onset of puberty. Girls usually attain puberty between the age of 10 to 13 years. There is a sudden increase in growth as they gain height very quickly. Puberty in girls is characterized by the enlargement of breasts and broadening of the pelvic region. Pelvic region means hip region. The body becomes more rounded. The ovaries mature and start ovulation. Menstrual cycle also begins. The ovaries produce female sex hormones, that is estrogen and progesterone. The voice usually becomes high pitched, that is shrill. Now, puberty in boys. Boys achieve puberty later than girls, usually between 13 to 14 years of age. They also experience a sudden spurt in growth or increase in growth, characterized by a swift increase in height. The testes mature and produce sperms. The testis secretes male sex hormones. Boys develop facial hair and chest hair. The growth of hair also occurs in the armpits, that is under the arms. Pubic hair also grows, that is the hair grow between the thighs around the sex organs. The shoulders of the males broaden and their voice becomes hoarse and low pitched, that is deep and flat. Now, let us study the importance of personal hygiene during adolescence. Keeping clean is an important part of staying healthy. During puberty, the importance of maintaining personal hygiene increases a lot. Here are some common hygiene issues faced during puberty and the ways of dealing with them. Body odor. When children attain puberty, sweat glands develop in their armpits and genital areas, that is pubic areas. Due to this, heavy perspiration takes place in these areas. The bacteria present on the skin of the armpits and the genital areas cause body odor. So thus, it becomes extremely important to keep these areas clean and odor free. Taking a shower daily and changing clothes helps to remove the sweats and germs. Using a deodorant also helps to keep the armpits odor free. Now, acne. This is one of the most common problems faced by adolescents. Many adolescents experience frequent breakouts of the skin in the form of pimples, blackheads, and whiteheads. This happens when the pores of the skin get clogged or blocked with oil and dirt. One must avoid scratching or pinching or squeezing the pimples as this leads to their further spread. Washing your face regularly with a mild soap or face wash helps to cleanse the pores of the dirt and oil trapped within them. Now let us learn the problems related to adolescence. Since a lot of physical, sexual and emotional changes takes place in girls and boys, several behavioral changes occurs in them. Hormones have a great role to play in their psychological and social behavior. Children in this phase generally feel highly self-conscious. They often suffer from mood swings, depressions, anxiety. They focus more on their appearance and this could affect their eating habits. They either feel shy or become recluse or rebellious in their attitude. They easily get angry, which sometimes can prove to be dangerous for them. as a result of which they could start smoking, taking alcohol or drugs. Adolescence is a very crucial phase in the development of a child. Therefore, it is important for parents to counsel their children and treat them in a manner that helps them to build their self esteem and confidence. They should also be made aware of the consequences of their own acts, which would help them to take decisions wisely. Now, stress management. Sometimes certain issues that may not be very serious from the point of view of the adults greatly affects adolescents. They generally get stressed out very easily and keep thinking about these issues most of the time. Stress is defined as a state of mental or emotional strain resulting from adverse or demanding circumstances. The stress might hamper their day to day life, studies, and their relationships with their friends and family members. So, one must also acknowledge the fact that sometimes the cause of stress can actually be quite serious. Now, in order to help the adolescents to deal with the stress and how to cope up with their issues, they can be asked to practice yoga and take up meditation. Apart from this, parents can try to involve their children in sports or in extracurricular activities in the school, or make them pursue their hobbies or whatever they are interested in. This would help them to divert their mind towards more productive activities and channelize their energy in a constructive manner. Timely and appropriate counseling as well as open communication with parents also help adolescents to share their problems and thoughts. Parents can in turn guide them properly. So, this was all about the chapter. Thank you.